Rick Steele here with another betting advice video for you this week. And the topic that we're going to attack and go in depth on, you may want to have a pen and paper handy as well, as there is some math involved, so don't get scared, pretty basic. However, what we're going to deal with is bankroll management, money management, call it what you want. It is a fundamental business block. To be successful, you need to obviously own this topic and know it well. And we'll get involved and deal with this. It's something that is very basic and people overlook it, take it for granted, think they know what they're doing in this area, and then end up in trouble. So we'll get involved in that. But like usual, I want to start off with stressing the importance, while we continue to remain on pause, that we continue to increase our knowledge, increase our tools to handicap, increase and improve our processes, so then when we do get going again, you'll hit the ground running and be more profitable than ever. That's my goal in helping you in this arena. Feel free to obviously go elsewhere and find additional topics that you think can help you as well to increase the building blocks, as I'm doing as well as we've been on pause, so that I'm ready to get going again in addition once we start up again. And I'll be able to then provide with more videos relating to actual picks again. Cannot wait. And another glimmer of hope, obviously we're on track for NBA towards the end of July. Beginning of August we'll have us with the NHL. And fingers crossed, as of yesterday, it looks like MLB will be back by mid-July. So that's exciting news as well. A week ago, we obviously could not even come close to saying something such as this. So, as mentioned before, continue to improve your processes. Go back and re-review all the betting advice videos that I have here on my channel. They aren't time sensitive, and you'll be able to pull out information and knowledge that will help you directly in order to be able to hit the ground running with increased knowledge and abilities to handicap the various sports. As well as previously mentioned, what else can you do to get ready? Well, one of them is obviously to download my app. That will give you the ability to bet what I bet at the same lines that I bet at. And in order to download the app for Android or Apple, you simply have to go to the homepage of my website, pshltd.com. There you'll find the links, or also in the description section of this video. In addition, obviously you want to have all your sports books back up and running and fully funded. Line shopping is important and critical to add profits to your bottom line. In order to effectively line shop, two things. Number one, you need enough sports books to shop at. Number two, if you go back again in the betting advice videos, you'll find a video just dedicated to the importance of line shopping. Now, to deal with the same sports books that I deal with, get the best odds and lines in the industry at the most trustworthy books in the industry as well, you simply, again, have to go to the homepage of my website. There you'll find links to the sports books that I deal with, and also in the video description section as well. You click on the links, you log in if you already have an account. If you don't, then you sign up from that link. And there you go, you'll be dealing with the same sports books that I deal with. And most importantly, trustworthy-wise, you will get paid when you win. Second or third point, actually, in the process of continuing to get ready for sports returning and live betting, is to follow me across social media. Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. My handle is @RickSteele99. This is going to give you all the latest sports betting news in a timely fashion. Hit the bell on the Twitter account that you open up in following me, and that will give you alerts each and every time that I update the app with new picks. As we get back up and running again, I will tweet out an alert that will come to your phone. Very convenient, keeps you mobile. You get the alert, then you simply go to the app, pick up the new bet, and then simply go and do your line shopping, so you will also be able to bet the games at the same lines that I bet at. Extremely important as well. So follow me across social media. And lastly, my goal is, when I am producing these YouTube videos, it does take time and money. And all that I ever ask for in return, because my only goal is to educate you, to help you to become a more profitable, more efficient, more knowledgeable sports bettor, so you can make money at this as well. All that I ever ask for in return is if you can support my channel by simply clicking on the subscribe button. So I thank you for that as well. Now let's delve into our topic. While we continue to remain on pause, I can't stress enough, again, continue to improve your processes, your knowledge, the tools that you use, add to your chest to handicap games for yourself. So as we get into the money management, we realize, and let's go over the obvious, this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. You can't be greedy. You can't extract more money out of this business than you deserve. Bet with your head, not over it. I'm sure you've heard that phrase before as well. And here's another one. Hey, here's a shocker, right? You're all familiar with this. There is no such things of locks, games of the year, handicappers over the long haul that can produce a winning percentage of excess of 55% over large sample sizes. You all know this. I want to re-emphasize it. I don't think this is new information for you guys, but it's important that you all know the truth, whether you're experienced in this business or a newbie beginner. Now, that may be negative to some people, but it really isn't. Turn it around at a 55% winning percentage, you're draining and making some very decent profits. Getting from 53% to 55%, that's the trick. That's where you have to continue to increase your knowledge and stay disciplined. The good news, if you're patient and you follow these proper money management procedures, you can make good money over the long term. Over the years, realize, including myself, I've come across many talented handicappers that can pick games like you would not believe, just instinctive. Their thought processes are almost natural, but because they did not have good, fundamental, proper money management procedures, they're not even in this business any longer. So remember, it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. There are going to be losing streaks no matter how good you are as a handicapper is concerned. Now, and in addition, obviously, as we all know, included in those losing streaks are bad beats that come about as well to add to our misery. Again, there's another grapevine just dedicated to this topic. I encourage you to go review that one. It's all just part of the tax, so to speak, that we pay along the way in order to be successful in this business. Now, in money management, you're also going to hear a term often used, which is called unit betting. And a unit is simply a procedure, it's a uniform value that everyone could measure. There's some smart asses that always like to say, well, I don't bet units, I bet money. And in some respects, that's true. But what I want you to visualize is that a unit, like in conventional business, is your inventory. And when you're out of units, you're out of inventory. And as we know in regular business, when you're out of inventory, you're literally out of business. So keep in mind, yes, units are money, and it's a standard measurement that we use to perform excellent money management, but let's deal with what unit really means. A unit is the amount that you risk on each play. And I stress the word risk. It's not how much you will win on each pick or bet, but how much you're exposed to lose. For example, a game at minus 110, you will be risking 1 unit to win 0.91 units. 1 divided by the 110 gets you to the 0.91. I mentioned again, have your pen and paper handy. You can stop and pause this video as you go through the math, some of it very basic. Conversely, if you're betting a game at plus 135, you're risking 1 unit to win 1.35 units. Okay, so we're good. We can move on in this area. Again, unit. So how much is the dollar value for everyone in relation to a unit? Well, the dollar value is different. That's why we need a standardized measurement called this unit. A unit for everybody should be no greater than 2% of your bankroll. So now we have to deal with, if we're going to do this math, what is your bankroll? Now, don't fool yourself here. It's not the money you used for personal expenses. It's not the money you may have coming in a few months. It is the money you've allocated long-term to this business that you will not need for anything else, so you can build your business effectively. Of course, as time moves forward, you start to experience success. You have more money to invest, or your bankroll's increased. We'll deal with being able to increase your unit in a moment. Now, the next item that I want to mention is in relation to a controversial topic to some degree, and that deals with flat betting. I believe, especially if you are a beginner or someone that isn't profitable in this business yet, or not as experienced yet, I believe flat betting is the conservative, safest, easiest way to play. That means that therefore each play represents, again, risking one unit. We're not going to risk less. We're not going to risk more. Flat betting each play that you do. It doesn't matter whether you've won 10 in a row or you've lost 10 in a row. Flat bet, risk the same amount, 2% on your bankroll, and you're not fluctuating it each and every time, okay? So that's what you want to do. Now, I'm not going to delve into the next point of flat betting in depth on this particular video. It will take us too long. But what I will say, as you are more experienced, okay, and you're able to consistently relate to getting value and the spread of your value versus the line available, you can fluctuate your bet slightly. And I don't mean doubling and tripling or quadrupling it, because like we mentioned on the outset, there are no locks of the year. But yes, incrementally 10, 15, 20% increase on your more confident plays, you can fluctuate your units slightly. But I won't go into any more depth there, and I highly don't recommend you do it if you're not profitable yet, if you're not very good at isolating value yet, or if you're brand new into this business. If anyone who's more experienced has specific questions on this area, feel free to contact me and I'll address those for you personally. Now, not everyone is able to hit 300 in baseball, we know that. Not everyone is able to be a quarterback in the NFL if you don't have the physical tools. But what we're talking about here is teaching anyone to be successful in sports betting. If you're willing to follow, if you're willing to learn, especially the fundamentals of this business, including money management, I'm able to teach anyone how to be successful in this business. Now, we've dealt with increasing your unit. So I touched on that, and now we'll deal with it a little more. How do you increase your unit? Well, you have to be able to increase your bankroll. Now, in order to increase your unit, what you will do is, if you have more money to invest in this business, sure, then you increase your business, you invest the money, deposit it at the sports books, and then you can recalculate your 2% again for your flat betting. The second way is through the profits. And if you increase your bankroll by 50%, then recalculate again your 2% bankroll. Don't do it until it's increased by 50%. Don't do it on a weekly and monthly basis. There's just too many fluctuations that happen in your bankroll to begin with. Now, another appropriate question at this point is, should I ever decrease my unit if I'm on a really bad run? And the answer to that question is absolutely not. 2% of your bankroll maximum, preferably 1 to 1.5%, but you never, never, never decrease your unit. Why? Again, here comes some math. Let's review the example. If you downsize your unit because of a bad streak, let's look at what happens. We'll assume for math purposes a $100 unit. Now, during a very bad run, you go 5 and 20. That's roughly minus 15 units, and negative 1546 as absolute dollars is concerned, with an average play of minus 110 over those 25 plays. Now you decide to decrease your unit to $50, and over the next 25 plays, you go 20 and 5. Your net profit will be $659 instead of $1310 if you left your unit at 100. Don't get misled by small sample sizes. Stay the course. Never decrease your unit. Now, I know that the above example, as you do the math for yourself, is simplistic. But over large sample sizes, it does work out that way. The math works under any circumstances. If you reduce your unit, it will literally take you over double the amount of time and plays in order to recover off that bad streak. So never decrease your unit. If you're betting conservatively enough at only 1 to 1.5% of your total bankroll, you got plenty of cushion to absorb all those bad streaks and bad beats as everyone goes through. And that's why, again, we never decrease our unit, and why we, in the money management area, we take a conservative approach. So I emphasize again, never reduce your unit. I've given you the method on how to increase your unit. And lastly, flat bet, especially for the new beginners and also the people with lacking experience and the ones that have not become profitable yet. This way, you're able to withstand any losing streaks within reason that you can possibly observe. Okay, so that covers our topic for this week. I thank you in advance for your support and subscribing to my YouTube channel. Only goal that I ever have is to help you become, as mentioned previously, a profitable sports bettor, giving you more education, more tools to improve your business as well. And as mentioned as well, it does look like within the next, say, 4 to 8 weeks, we will have live sporting events again to bet on, at least with the sports that we handicap, and then I'll revert back in addition to doing betting advice videos. But obviously on my YouTube channel, you'll also be provided with sports bets that I bet myself as well, breaking them down for you, showing you how I break down games, and that will give you more tools, as mentioned as well, to use those same techniques that I use to bet and break down games in addition. So to reemphasize what we do while we continue to remain on pause: increase your processes, increase your knowledge, improve your processes, download my app to get and bet what I bet on a regular basis, and get those sports books open and funded, and that will provide you with the ability to line shop effectively. And lastly, follow me across social media at ricksteele99, at ricksteele99, I repeat, and that will give you alerts as you turn on those notifications each and every time that I tweet out important information in regard to sports betting, and also alert you to the fact that we have some new bets. Stay safe, stay healthy out there. If you have any questions through social media, email, etc., feel free to get in touch with me, and I'll address whatever questions that you have. Hit the subscribe button, thanking you in advance, and I'll be back with you with more information in regard to our sports betting relaunching again in the near future. Thank you.